Okay. So, I don't like the Olympics. Never have. I'm not a fan of sports. I don't care about sports. Couldn't give any less of a shit if I tried. I also don't talk about trans topics because I'm not trans and I don't feel very comfortable talking over trans people, okay? However, however, what has been happening as of recent, like my Facebook and my Twitter has been going absolutely insane over this, and there's parts of it that are incredibly frustrating, but there are other parts of it that I find so hilarious. It's had me creased, and I just wanted to talk about it. In the Olympics, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, a woman called I'm so sorry for like butchering the names. I've never heard of these names before. I think her name is Imaine Khalif, fought against a woman called Angela Carini. Now, Imaine Khalif is from Algeria. She's from the country of Algeria, and Angela is from Italy. They were in a boxing match. After 46 seconds, Angela quit. She raised the the white flag. She was like, I'm done. I'm not doing it. Because of this, people have been going absolutely insane. Because Imaine Khalif, the best way I can describe it is built like a brick shithouse, basically. She's very tall, very muscular. Obviously, she's trained very hard, but people have been under the belief that she is a trans woman, that she was born male. And as a result, it's led to this whole topic of, oh, trans people shouldn't be in the Olympics. Trans people should definitely not be doing like fighting sports against others. You know, like people who are born male should not be fighting people who are born female because of the advantage, this, that, and the third. And it's been a lot. Like, a lot of people have been quite transphobic alongside it. And whether you believe that trans people should be in the Olympics or not, that is not something that I want to discuss. What I wanted to discuss is the fact that Imaine Khalif isn't even fucking trans. She was born female and she is female. She has always been female. But people look at her and are immediately like, oh my god, this bitch was born male. And they've been going absolutely ballistic over it. The thing is that Imaine Khalif has a disorder called DSD, which means that she has male chromosomes. Okay, so editor thing here. What I was meant to say was that DSD is like an umbrella term for a range of different sexual development disorders, and hers in particular causes her to have female reproductive system, female genitalia, but also XY chromosomes. It's not DSD like itself that causes that. That is kind of what I should have said. My apologies. But she has a functional female productive system and, you know, female bits. She's got a vagina, basically. So while she does produce more testosterone, she is still female. And from what I've seen, she is on blockers that kind of reduce her testosterone as well. So it's not even like she has like a shit ton more of testosterone. She's also competed against other women who were assigned female at birth, and she's lost against these women. But because this Italian woman dropped out after 46 seconds, people are like, oh my god, a man assaulted this woman. And it's so bizarre because like even like Logan Paul and shit are posting it. Fucking J.K. Rowling is posting about it, saying that Imaine is a man when she never has been, ever. It's so fucking bizarre. Like, people are trying so hard to make it political. And the thing is, now that it's come out that she was not born male, she's never been a man, she's always been a woman, people are like dribbling like toddlers now because they can't make it political. You know, well, because she's not trans, I can't make it political. How am I supposed to argue and get my frustration out on fucking Facebook and Twitter? Well, they've definitely they've definitely done it. I want to just like really quickly, whether she should have participated in the Olympics or not, I personally don't know. I haven't quite come to that conclusion yet, because it says apparently she did fail the gender eligibility tests, and the gender eligibility tests used to go by testing the hormone levels and such, but now they just go by your gender on your passport, which I think these types of tests should be a bit more thorough, and then a decision should be made. I don't think they should just go off their passport and then be like, okay, you're fine to compete. Like, I think these tests need to be a bit more thorough. And then it can be decided whether they should or shouldn't compete, or who they should and shouldn't compete with. So, with that said, I have seen so many fucking arguments, and my favorite one is the one I want to tell you about. So this is one of the comments coming from a guy saying, "I'm sorry, but no men," and bearing in mind this guy is completely fucking illiterate, so I'm sorry if you can't understand it, because I certainly can't understand it myself. "I'm sorry, but no men have denser bones than women, faster twitch muscle fiber, thicker skulls so we can take more impact, we can generate more force than women, and I ain't aiming this in a sexist way, but I've done combat sports all my life. There is a difference. That contestant actually failed a testosterone test, so he has testosterone in him, so he has balls. Women have to be protected from people like this, so they only go into women's sports because against men, they are no better than below average." Now, yes, men do naturally have more of an advantage over women in a lot of ways, especially physically, right? No one's denying that. The thing that I found fucking hilarious was not only this guy's grammar and spelling and just English comprehension in general, but he actually failed a testosterone test, so he has testosterone in him, so he has balls. And in case you aren't like computing, because I know my brain buffered when I first read this, he's saying that if you have testosterone in your body, that means you have a nutsack. That means you have a pair of bollocks. Basic biology, that's not how that works. Everyone produces testosterone, man or woman. Doesn't matter who you are, we all produce testosterone. We just produce different levels. Oh my god. I love it. I love it when people try to sound so smart and they think they are like convinced that they are right, but then they say things and it's just like so obviously wrong. And it doesn't take a rocket science to figure it out. You literally have a supercomputer at your fucking fingertips. And you didn't know that women produce testosterone. At that point, I don't even know why anyone responded to this guy. Like, but people did. People were responding to him, saying, "Oh well, you know, she was born a woman, and women do produce testosterone. That is kind of how that works." And he still continued on. He just didn't stop. He was like, "Nah, he assaulted that girl. He assaulted her," and it's just like, so fucking dumb, dude. So fucking dumb. The thing is that, again, no one's practicing critical thinking skills. This woman, Emin Khalif, represents the country of Algeria. In Algeria, not only is it illegal to be transgender, but it's also illegal to just be even like a little bit gay. Why in the fuck would Algeria, a very conservative country, have a trans woman represent them in the Olympics? Answer me that. This is why I try not to get into like the trans debates and stuff, because I think arguing about whether someone's trans or not is often the less important part of the argument. You know, just for example with like the Penguin Zero Charlie most critical thing with Sneeko. People were more concerned about what Charlie said about children transitioning than they were about Sneeko talking about fucking marrying and fucking kids. Like, I think there's a bigger issue there. But yeah. That's all I wanted to talk about. I think it's just fucking funny how stupid people are. And again, the lack of critical thinking skills. I feel sorry for Emin and her family because she's receiving hate for being trans when she's not even fucking trans. Like, you know, that must feel really shit. So, I do feel bad for her. Hope she's okay. And, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about.